How many of you have been to a pet store and played with the puppies on display? Were you aware of the terrible living conditions most of them have endured for the first few months of their lives? Today I'm going to inform you all of the tragedy of puppy mills and talk to you about how we can stop them. What is a puppy mill, you might ask? Breeding establishments known as puppy mills breed dogs in intensive volumes, and they are forcing them to endure harsh living conditions and neglect for the first few months of their lives. I know many of us enjoy going to pet stores to play with the puppies and daydream about the breeds that we plan on buying when we're older. This would not be the case for me personally if I had known about puppy mills sooner. The puppies you view on display in stores most likely will experience health problems and temperament issues later on in life. It's important to recognize this epidemic now before all puppies are bred here. First and foremost, the living conditions all dogs are forced to endure here are without a doubt awful. Puppy mills usually house dogs in crowded and unsanitary conditions without adequate veterinary care, food, water, and socialization. Puppy mill dogs do not get to experience treats, toys, exercise, or basic grooming. Dogs are often kept in cages with wire flooring that injure their paws and legs, and it's unusual for the cages to not be stacked in columns. Breeding dogs at mills usually spend their entire life outdoor and are crammed inside filthy structures where they never get the chance to experience sun or breathe fresh air. According to the ASPCA, when they are physically depleted to the point that they no longer can reproduce, breeding females are often killed. The parents of the puppy in the pet store window are unlikely to make it out of the mill alive, and neither will the puppies born with overt physical problems. Now that you're aware of the harsh conditions puppy mills consist of, I will explain how purebred dogs aren't always worth the hype that they receive. Many of us are interested in the best of the best when it comes to our furry friends. However, they aren't always what they seem. Puppy mills are always about quantity over quality. When a specific breed becomes popular, these establishments produce them in bulk. This leads to genetic defects and personality disorders. Fearful behavior and lack of socialization with humans and other animals are typical of puppy mill dogs. Puppies born in puppy mills are typically removed from their littermates and their mothers at only 6 weeks of age. The first months of a puppy's life are critical for socialization, so spending that time with their mother and littermates helps prevent developmental problems like extreme shyness, aggression, fear, and anxiety. According to People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, the American Kennel Club provides paperwork for purebred dogs to persuade buyers to buy them to purchase this purebred. However, this registration doesn't ensure good temperament or good health. It's important to not put all of your trust into these documents because this doesn't say how well your dog will actually be. Moving on from this issue, puppy pipelines are also a topic of interest in the epidemic of puppy mills. Dealers who want to avoid relevant U.S. laws, the few that exist, look elsewhere when continuing doing business. For example, there is a network of breeders and smugglers who bring puppies into the U.S. from Mexico. This is known as the puppy pipeline. Although the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, or the USDA have been alerted to the problem of underage, sick puppies being crammed for shipping for hours at a time, none have jurisdiction over the animal's care, according to the WCBS News. On a brighter note, states have enacted puppy lemon laws that give caretakers the right to return sick or dead puppies for replacement, or that offer the option for paid veterinary expenses by the seller. This is the only plus side to the puppy mill epidemic because of all the genetic and temperament issues that are found in these dogs. All in all, puppy mills come as a big surprise to many after going to a pet store and seeing the puppies on display. Learning about the nasty components to these establishments is the first step in taking them down. The harsh living conditions, the illegal and deadly shipment of dogs, and the truth behind purebred dogs are all components to the puppy mill epidemic that needs to be ended. Now that you've all been exposed to the harsh reality of this, the next step is taking them down. With millions of unwanted dogs dying every year in animal shelters, there's no reason for animals to be bred or sold for the pet store trade. These pet stores would have no money to pay for the pups if customers went to places such as pet rescue or animal shelters. This lack of funds will put puppy mills out of business for good. I hope all of you take this into consideration when purchasing your next dog. Progress can be made one person at a time to save your furry friends. Thank you.